Now moving into the top 2 matches on this show. First, for the all-new WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, the second ever all-female Elimination Chamber match. It's going to feature the teams of Sasha Banks and Bayley, Nia Jax and Tamina, and the Riot Squad from Raw. And then from SmackDown, we have Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, collectively known as Fire and Desire. The Iconics, what a dumb... I don't even write that in my reviews. I call them Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville because Fire and Desire sounds like a fucking Pornhub title or something like that.
It honestly
Stupid. Does. Mandy Rose and Sonya, the Iconics, and then Naomi and Carmella, a makeshift tag team, simply so Mandy Rose and Naomi can be in the same match because they can further their feud. This really only comes down to 2 teams. Let's be honest here. A lot of these women, they're fine tag teams, but none of them are real worthy contenders for that championship aside from Sasha Banks and Bayley. And I hate to say it, but Nia Jax and Tamina. Because I feel like there's a very real possibility that Nia and Tamina spoil... Like, everyone thinks Bayley and Banks are winning. They're my official prediction. I think they should go the predictable route and have those 2 win. Even though they're starting out the match. I still think it would be wise for them.
They could do that. They could definitely do that. I want them to win, too.
I think everyone wants them to win, because no one else is as worthy in this match as they are.
Exactly. No one wants it as bad, too.
But I think WWE might throw us a curveball and be like, hey, fuck you, here's Nia and Tamina winning instead, because why give us what we want?
Exactly.
That's why we can't have nice things, apparently. They give it to Nia and Tamina, and then Banks and Bayley chase the championships going into WrestleMania. I still think that's a dumb idea, and I would still put the belts on Banks and Bayley, so...
I'm sorry, but I don't mind that idea because it gives them a longer... it gives them more to plan out.
I agree with that.
If they win, Sasha Banks and Bayley win at Elimination Chamber, then what do you think would happen
Okay,
then?
so this is what I would do. I don't think Nia and Tamina versus Banks and Bayley is a worthy match, WrestleMania worthy match.
Yeah, that would be shit.
That sounds like a Raw match at best.
Who's going to face them?
So, I don't think it's a team from the current roster. Mm-hmm. Banks and Bayley could lose here and then win the belts at Fastlane. That sounds dumb as fuck. Why do that? The belts would be meaningless from the get-go. Put the titles on them from the get-go. Stick with that. I don't know what they do at Fastlane, but at WrestleMania, I heard someone suggest this. I hate this idea. I could see it happening, though. Sasha Banks and Bayley defending the titles at WrestleMania against the Bella Twins. I don't like that. I hate that idea. Because I fucking hate the Bella Twins. But I could certainly see that happening. Banks and Bayley could win, but just the idea of the match, I don't care. But, and maybe you don't like this idea, but I've been saying this for a while now. Sasha Banks and Bayley win the titles. At WrestleMania, I feel like this is the only real WrestleMania-worthy match they could do aside from them versus the Bella Twins. Bayley and Banks versus Trish Stratus and Lita. Because they teamed up a few months ago at Evolution. And then we didn't see him after that. And it was rumored they might be brought back. And we haven't seen them since.
Yeah.
They're 2 legends. They're 2 Hall of Famers. Banks and Bayley versus them.
Aren't they fans of them too?
They're huge fans of them. So I feel like it's a dream match for some people. I think it'd be cool. I feel like they wouldn't win, obviously. But I think as a match, it'd be a lot of fun. That to me would just make the most sense. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I think there is a good chance it could. And I think if I had to take a guess, if it's not the Bellas, it would likely be them because I don't want to see the Iconics versus Banks and Bayley at WrestleMania.
Jesus Christ.
But regardless of what happens after Elimination Chamber, I do think that Banks and Bayley should win on Sunday and that they will win. That's my official prediction.
I agree.